Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome to today's episode of Top Deck. We have the number one deck right now in our standard Dungeons and Dragons Forgotten Realms meta. Very excited about it from our dear friend Rumpty. That's right. So hats off, claps around and abound for our friend. So awesome. Very excited about this. On top of it, I might even say it's probably tier one ahead of before we get through here for once, right? So Rumpty was saying that it was during Strixhaven, but now I think it certainly could be the real deal. So with that said, Planeswalkers, appreciate you tuning in. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. Down below in the description, you'll find a deck list for you. If you got questions, if you have comments, please let me know. Would love to hear from you. On top of that, the Discord server information is there as well. And last but not least, the timestamps are there where we will talk about the strategy objective of this list. We'll cover your boarding for best of three. We'll go play that competitive Magic here today with this deck in both best of three and best of one. Best one, best of three. And then we'll do a little bit of a retrospective and validate if it's maybe tier one now. So with that said, Planeswalkers, again, appreciate your support as always. Flip me a like if you enjoy the video. Otherwise, great ways to support and connect down below. Always appreciate it. So number one, Mono Green Stompy, again by our friend Rumpty here. Couple of the biggest changes, and I think Green got some of the best pickups here, and Rumpty certainly has made haste and quick use of those. Ranger class here, where we get a 2/2 Green Wolf token. We can essentially get pump it for 2, and then whenever we attack, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. 4, we can look at cards from the top of our library. We make cast creatures off the top. We got Werewolf Pack Leader. This is a big pickup. Pack Tactics, making this whenever we attack 6 or greater in terms of the pack, we can then draw a card during combat. And then for 4, we can make this a 5/3, gains trample, and it isn't a human. So very sweet there. A lot of the other core stuff here still around in the deck. Going with kind of the, again, Mono Green Stompy side of things with some tokens, +1/+1s, and then keeping it in the snow side of the house as well. Let's go ahead now and we'll talk about the sideboard in a second. But again, that was the strategy objective of this list. It's really kind of a strong mid-rangey deck. Borderline aggro, depending on how we play here, but very strong nonetheless in terms of powerful creatures. So now when we get to the sideboard, we'll break it down in terms of aggro, mid-range, and late game. Always just want to peek here to make sure we can check what we got going on. One of my favorite things here is Shadow Spear. I've been a huge fan of that for a long time. Glad to see Rumpty adopting that into his deck as well. So big things here: aggro matchups, mono red, mono white. Additionally, the Winata decks in the space, Boros, Naya, those kinds of things, and then equally the Gruul stuff, Magda, and those things in the space still. Here, what you're going to want to do is, we're already pretty strong against creatures. Anything that does run black, you can run Garruk's Harbinger if you run into rogues or something like that. That's more borderline kind of mid-range. Life gain is always good against some of those other things. Also, Shadow Spear does take off indestructible. A lot of people forget about that. Ram Through is a big one that you can flip in here in terms of that, so we can continue to stay equally aggressive with this deck. Then as we move to the mid-range, we talked a little bit about the rogues. Also for rogues, you throw in things like Chainweb Arachner. Also for dragons, you could always throw that in. It leads me to another mid-range deck. Is it dragons? Is it tempo? We also have spells sometimes in the space. Additionally, all the sacrifice decks, we just ran Mardu Treasure. You can check that out. We have Mardu Sacrifice, we got Golgari, we got Rakdos, and Jund also in the space. You got Witherbloom and Pest, and a host of other ones. Here again, like I said, if they're running black, you can get rid of bringing Garruk's. Garruk Unleashed works well in the mid-range space. It makes your stuff bigger. You can also, again, play the mirror match here. Also, Snakeskin Veil's good for protection of your guys. If you need that life gain, Shadow Spear. If they're playing more of a Rakdos mid-range and leveraging Graveyard Scavenging News is going to be big. Same thing against the Mardu Mardu tokens decks or treasure decks that we just ran as well. Those are good considerations there. Then when we get to late game, these are going to be things like the Dimmer Control. We also got Azor's Control, Azor's Blink, other Blink decks. Also, any of the Doom decks in the space, and also your traditional kind of Sultai Emergent, or Sultai Ultimatum, or Team Returns, or Team Ultimatum kind of a thing. Here, again, bigger pieces might be things like Snakeskin Veil, so they can't target you. If they're running Graveyard, like Dance the Mance, Scavenging Ooze is a good one, Arrow for Yorion, and a host of other things if you want to move things around. So very, very good. In terms of late game decks, you're typically going to remove a Blizzard Brawl or Ram Through as some of your options there too. So or potentially Primal Might. However, that still makes your guy bigger, and you might want to run that. So with that, that is the strategy objective of this list. That is the boarding for best of 3. Let's go play that competitive Magic here today with our number 1 Rumpty mono green deck. Love it. So let's get off to the start that we wanted with our traditional, our standard ranked here today. Again, the Marty Treasure deck we did yesterday. Today is mono green. All right, Rumpty, let's see what we got going here. Yoshida is up. Even though we don't have turn 1, I'm going to keep this. Now we can decide if we want to go this or pack leader. Well, this does nuke. We can do this. Now, because we can mutate this onto Wolf if we need to. Looks like we got a mirror here. We'll take that off and go from there. So here we will do this. Do this. Now I will play that to get to 4, so we can +1/+1 if we want here. Boom, golden. So that was a mono green landfall deck. That's what they were playing. Very, very nice. Taking it down with our mono green Stompy deck. All right, on to our second best of 1 here. Woo. Not bad. Maybe we'll be calling it mono green aggro. We'll see. We got a long way to go. All right, we can keep this. There we go. It's a better start. We'll trade here. No, they didn't do it. We will do this. Back in. Getting real aggressive with the burns. That's fine. They can spike stone if they want. So we're going to do this. There. That's why we didn't do that. And that still leaves us with this. We won't block. We'll get that on the board. Running into problems with mana. Double attack is a cleave. There's the cleave. All right, so here's what we do. We can do a ram through here. We can play this as a 1 and then attack in, and then make that a 5/5. So if they have another cleave, they're going to be in a good spot. We'll block. So this is at instant speed. We can also play another one of these. So they would need a top deck here. I think we'll wait. We'll take that off. So then all we gotta do is we can put our guy out. We can do a few things here. We can do this. We can attack in. They would get 2 here. If we go under, it'll be 6. Not going to be enough. 7's lethal, so they have to block. So we would have only gotten 7, 4 through 1 wouldn't have been enough. We could have made our Faceless Haven, I guess. Well, that one did it either. So we need to go, they have 2 here. So we need to go with one of these guys. Well, no, because they'll still block there. Ooh, they left 2 open. We'll wait. They were gonna burn the 1. Yeah, there it is. Or 3, that's not gonna be enough. So we want to go like this. And then I'll wait. We'll probably burn the faceless. We'll see. Trigger's still gonna go. I'll be able to pop 1 and block. So we'll wait. So they have to have a burn spell again. Go there. Have to block both. We'll keep our stone coil back. Boom. We got it. Oof, nice matchup for us there. All right, on to our third and final best of 1 here, my friends. Whew. Let's go for it. Let us go for it. All right, Caesar, Coke, BR. We can keep this. 1, 2, 3 if we wanted. 4, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sultai, Ultimatum. There we go. We're still in a good spot here. So I think all we need to do is make this guy a trampler. Boom! We are good. Crushed. Crushed. Best of one today. Look at that. Ranked up platinum tier 1 mono green stompy by our friend Rumpty. All right. On to best of 3. Standard traditional ranked. Again, yesterday we did the top 1500 Mardu Treasure. Today we are playing the number 1 mono green stompy deck by our friend Rumpty. We did go 3-0 Planeswalkers for best of 1. Absolute house. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. Great ways to connect down below and support the channel. So thank you always. All right, we will play first. We can keep this. I don't like to, but I will. So we can still turn 2. Double, double. Yorion deck. So the Ramthers are a good little kind of trick with this one. Can be anyway. Ramp? Nope, no ramp. Here's where we're going to want to throw in the Snakeskin Veils also to protect our board. We might run into a problem, but we'll try it. Let's see, what can we do? That's a board wipe there. So we actually have a ram through. We're at 2 on this. There we go. All right, so they need to kill that, or we're good. So we got a few things here. The right move is going to be this. Oh, shoot. Good news is we didn't have lethal, so I won't feel too bad. We missed it by one. Oh, the pain. All right, we're still good here. Because we go to our graveyard, we grab this. Boom! Sultai, Ultimatum. No more. No more. So the way that they're playing this, we need these. We'll take the other ramp through. These guys are good. Scoos, we can go to one more. Ranger class I want to keep. Blizzard Brawl, let's drop. I mean, it's actually not bad. Blizzard Brawl's not bad. 65. We kept the ram throughs. We can go a little bit lower. On the fights. 63. What else do I want to keep? I want to keep these. I like the Shamblers. The problem is we need to keep the 4s to stay out of Shadow's Verdict. Because we don't quite get there. I don't mind Garuk either. Going a little bit slower. Let's go 2 on that. Let's go 2 on that. Well, actually, we need to go all those. Snakeskin's gonna be better protection. Let's go 2 on there. And 1 and 1. There, we'll do that. Woo! Main board was fine, but we wanted to get past some of the board wiping stuff too. A little bit more balance. We'll try it. It's not the best. It's not fast. Oh boy. Flood. Flood, flood, flood. But if we can play off the top, it'll be all right. Chris Burgess. Ramp? Don't. It's gone. Best on Haze. Got my token. Did I misput that down? Maybe? Yeah, I knew that was coming. We knew that one was coming. Very close ultimatum here. Ooh. So we will do this guy also. pump. Uh-oh. Do they have enough to put it on Murkwater and kill me? That's the question. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, big hits. Let's get this on top. Gives me what, 5? All right, 1, 2, 3. They don't got it yet. Yes, Ultimatum is done. Mono Green Stompy stomping its way through today with a clean sweep. Very, very nice here, and pretty quick, which isn't bad. Mono Green Aggro, maybe, like I said. Anyway, all right, let's talk about the deck. Let's talk about this deck, my friends. So quickly here, 1 second. So today we did go a very, 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 very nice run, nonetheless. Very, very nice. And 1 second. There we go. Very, very nice run, nonetheless, which is always great. So where's this sit right now in the meta, my friends? So best of 1, we went 3-0. And best of 3, we went a lovely 2-0. And essentially the big win. So very, very strong deck right now, positioned well in the meta. Certainly it did get better, in my opinion, with Ranger Class and Werewolf Pack Leader, 2 cards that I think I called out in the in-depth guide or predictions, as well as some of the tier list videos that we talked about. So very, very strong. I actually think this is probably a tier 1 deck now for sure. But we'll see how the meta continues to evolve and shape. It's early out of the gate. I know Rumpty was saying it was in Strixhaven. It's definitely packing a little bit more heat this time around, and a punch. Got very strong, and this list is well positioned nonetheless. So Planeswalkers, with that said, if you got questions, if you got comments, please let me know down below. Would love to hear from you. As always, Discord servers available to you, looking together to pull together a tournament, prizes, so make sure to stay in touch on that. Additionally, other great ways to support the channel down below. Thank you, YouTube members, patrons, other great benefits for you as well, and ways for us to interact, like deck list reviews and those kinds of things. So thank you, and thank you to all the live streaming support as well between Twitch and YouTubers so much. So lots of fun. We have fun Tuesdays and Thursdays. So with that, Planeswalkers, stay tuned because we got more coming your way. Standard top decks, standard 2022 top decks. We got historic, we got jank, we got all kinds of stuff. Tier lists and Friday Night Meta will be making its comeback here soon. So stay safe, Planeswalkers. Until next time, we'll see you again soon. Mythras out.